Hello everybody and welcome to day 6 of our look into Adventure in the Forgotten Realm, the Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons crossover set for Magic the Gathering. My name is Stefan, I'm a Magic the Gathering content creator here on YouTube, and you're joining me here in the General Warfare headquarters. I did miss a day, I do understand that, and I apologize. There was a lot that came out on Friday, and even a couple of really funny cards that came out over the weekend. I'm not going to be covering those today. Today we're going to be covering everything for Monday, the 5th of July. We have 6 cards I want to talk about here, and if you're ready, because I'm ready, let's get started and take a look at them, shall we? Alright, so our first card today is Inferno of the Star Mounts. This is a 6/6 for 4 red legendary dragon. This spell can't be countered, flying and haste, and for a red, Inferno of the Star Mounts gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, Inferno of the Star Mounts deals 20 damage to any target. This is a very strong card in any deck. Having a fire-breathing ability in most scenarios is just small value for you. Yet on this guy, it's an upside if you can churn his power to 20. For me personally, I plan to run him in my Scion of the Dragon deck once he's available on the market, since it's a potentially lethal swing and extra 20 damage to another player. So ultimately, I would run this card in any red deck or any deck that has dragons in it, since easily you can get a +6 on him. If you could turn his power to 20, you're dealing that extra damage to any one of your opponents if they're low enough life, and potentially taking them out of the game. Next one we're looking at is Plate Armor. It's an equipment for 2 and a white. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has Ward 1. So Ward is whenever equipped creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 1. And Equip 3. However, this ability costs 1 less to activate for each other equipment control. In the right deck, this card can just breed Equip 0 and give a creature +3/+3 and Ward 1. Equipment heavy decks with white in it are gonna love this card for its low cost. It's near free equip and evasion for unequipped creature. Next, we are looking at Grand Master of Flowers, a legendary Bahamut Planeswalker with 3 loyalty for 2 white. As long as Grand Master of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he's a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and indestructible. His first +1 reads, target creature without first strike, double strike, or vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. And his secondary +1 is search your library and or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle your library. They resemble Gideon a lot with the ability to turn into a creature, yet there's no negative loyalty nor any ultimate loyalty abilities on him. I'm aware that War of the Spark had planeswalkers with no ultimate abilities, yet it's still sort of jarring to see one that in a standalone set, assuming Wizards doesn't print a new version of this set in the future, as unlikely as that will be, he's still very awesome. Keep that in mind with his dragon form, becoming a 7/7 god with flying and indestructible. Now, the first +1 allows you to kind of like pacify your opponent's creatures as long as they don't have first strike, double strike, or vigilance. And the second one is just a tutor for a card that gives it +1/+1 counters on it. I don't know if I see this in Commander, being played in Commander, I should say. I can see this in standard decks or decks that allow you to have more than 1 card in them. I want to get your opinions on Grandmaster of Flowers. Let me know in the comments down below. Next, we're looking at Sararack, Lord of Undeath. A 5/5 for 2 and a black legendary zombie wizard. When a Sararack enters the battlefield, if you didn't complete Tome of the Annihilation, return a Sararack to its owner's hand and venture into the dungeon. And when a Sararack attacks, for each opponent create a 2/2 black zombie creature token unless the defending player sacrifices a creature. So, I'm sure everyone at this point has seen this card already and knows it can give you infinite venture triggers, as long as you don't complete the Tomb of Annihilation dungeon. As a commander, he's kind of meh, that second ability is okay, yet he's obviously really good in the 99 in other zombie decks with Rooftop Storm as the infinite trigger, as you can cast him for free, keep venturing into the dungeon, bounce him back to your hand, keep doing that infinite times, and get infinite value and venture triggers from all the dungeons as long as you don't complete a Tomb of Annihilation. So the other 2 dungeons as far as we know it. The second to last card we are going to look at today is Eyes of the Beholder. An instant for 4 black, target creature gets -11 until end of turn. All right, can we just stop? Can we stop for a hot second and just appreciate Carrie Christophen's art on this picture? It's beautiful. I love it. Anyways, 6 mana for an instant that gives something -11 is odd. That being said, I only see this going to standard draft even or very jank commander decks. I don't see this in anything past jank. Like, I don't see this in competitive, going into competitive, not a chance this is going to be in CDH. Not even competitive, I don't see this getting a lot of value. Maybe jank, maybe like a $50 budget deck like the ones I do. Link in the top right. Shameless plug there. Nonetheless, I love the art on this, the actual card itself. It's one in one hand, one in the other. And the last card we'll be looking at today is Morton Kanan. A 5 loyalty planeswalker, legendary planeswalker, that's Morton Kanan. For 4 blue, its +2 ability is you draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on the top of your library. -2, create a blue dog illusion creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of cards in your hand, and the -10 ultimate ability is exchange your hand and library, then shuffle. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size. That ultimate ability, given it stays on the field long enough for you to activate it, can just be a complete game ender. Apart from his ultimate, I'm not a big fan of his -2 ability, and the +2 is just 1 extra card draw. You're basically just playing around with your hand, and at best, I'm very split on my feelings towards this card. I don't know if he's gonna see a lot of. I know I could probably see him in a lot of commander decks. I don't know how he would fare in Pioneer. I don't see how he would fare in other sets. How he would fare, let me know in the comments down below. And those were today's cards. Well, I want to know from you guys. Are you guys excited for the new set? Or is there any cards that kind of disappointed you? Is this set disappointing you? Let me know in the show notes down below. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, you can follow me on my socials. I'm very active on TikTok. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Links in the lower left-hand side of your screen right now. I'll be posting daily on the channel for all the spoilers leading up to the pre-release weekend and the release day. After that, my schedule will go back to every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my next video after spoiler season will be a commander overview for all the great commanders that we've seen in this set already. I want you guys to be there for the Friday when I do release that. So until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll have a new video for you. Until then, cheers everybody.